Hello everyone, today we'll be looking at this position. It is white to move and win, so you can pause the video and try to find the move on your own before we dive into it. Alright, so yes, our pawns for white are pushing upwards and the black's pawns are pushing downwards. Yes, the position is clumsy and weird, but this is a composition. Alright, so what would you play here with white? Now some of you might say, well, this is super easy. A4, A5, A6, A7, A8, just deflect the king away and take these pawns and promote. Easy, right? But it's not that easy, because if you want to play the move A4, then this is no longer winning for white. Some of you might say, well, why? I mean, the pawn is super close, right? Well, black can play king E8. Of course, black cannot go here. It will not be in time to stop anything. So we play A5. He plays king D7. So yeah, at a certain point, we will be able to deflect the king away from the defense of the pawn on F7. But even if we take the pawn on F7, he can still go and try to take our pawn. We cannot promote it, right? So now we need to spend some time trying to take these pawns, right? And we will not be in time to actually win this. Why? Because we need this pawn removed, then we want to move the king, and then we want to push the pawn. But black will be able to get back in time to the promotion square that we want, right? So as long as the king is going to be closer to the promotion square of the pawn, it will be a draw. Especially if the pawn was on the side of the board, right? And the king was close to any side of them. That's why this position is a draw. Black will just keep repeating moves like this, and it's going to be a draw at the end. So the idea is we're not going to play the move A4. We're just going to do a zigzag. We're just going to try to make black, make a bad move. We want to play the move A3 instead of A4, because we want black to waste a move and play king to E8. Because if black, for example, just move the king here, then we can push the pawn and we'll be able to win. Like this. And of course, he will not be able to stop the pawn, of course, right? That's why, after the move A3, the only move that makes sense is king to E8, trying to stop the pawn. Now, and only now, we play this move A4, and black has to get closer to the pawn, but the difference here, that black is going to waste another move to try to get to the pawn on A4. But before, the pawn was on A5, so the king was close enough to take it. But now, black wants like 3-4 moves to try to get the pawn. Now we take this pawn on F7. He's going to try to go after the pawn on A4. We play king G6, king C5. We take this pawn. We don't take this one. This is the crazy thing. Imagine this. If we take the pawn on H6, this is a draw. Now, some of you might say, well, what is the difference? We're going to take these pawns either way. Well, let's see. King takes H6, he can play king to B4, trying to take our pawn. We take this one, he takes this one, we take this one. He plays king B4, king B5, doesn't matter. And then we're going to try to, sorry, not this one, this one. Try to get the king away, but black will keep shouldering our king away from, moving away from the line of the pawn. So it's still going to be a draw, which is insane, I know. And let's see what happens if we, after this move, king G6 and king C5, the move is to play king takes H5 first, taking this pawn. Now you're going to see why, because after king B4, now we will take king takes H4, he'll take this pawn, we will take this one, and he's going to try to get to the exact same position, but we are in time just to go, sorry, we take here, and we are in time to like hold the king off, like for a move like this one, like a move like king G6. We are shouldering the king away from attacking another pawn. He goes and plays, like, for example, king E7. The most important thing, that we don't allow the king back. So we play king G7. He plays this move, we play H4. He tries to go there, we can play H5, and later on we can promote and win the game. Tell me in the comments if you managed to find it, and thank you for watching.